Well, the Thai baht today is 32.60, almost 33. It's good, right? I think you'll change your mind once you know what's happening to the prices in Thailand. So a lot of things are changing in Thailand, some of them already, some of them on the way. I'm gonna update you about them in today's vlog. The situation, the prices, the war impact, some visa issues. We have a lot to talk about if you are coming to Thailand. While I'm doing my task, some shopping. As you know, last week I was in Samui and this is the first day out in Bangkok. Nowadays, if you want to drink coffee in Thailand, you better order iced coffee, because if you are going to drink hot coffee, that's not a good idea. Refreshing. So, the Thai baht that we were nagging about it for a long time, that the rates weren't good. Nowadays, it's almost 33, and if things continues like this, it will be 35. It's good, right? Well, in fact, it's not, because the prices in Thailand are changing and things are becoming more and more expensive. 599 Thai baht. What do you think? It's black. So the fuel prices are rising in Thailand, and the direct impact started on Wednesday. 6 Thai baht was added, and you can feel now things are getting expensive. And the most affected services are the public transportation. And what matters to you as a tourist, it starts from the airport. Yup, the taxi services at the airports are getting expensive. But not only that. First of all, because of the fuel shortage. There are lots of taxis, especially the ones for the long distances, are stopping services at Suvarnabhumi airport, because these big taxis are facing issues when they want to refuel their car. They cannot refuel. Some places more than 500 Thai baht, some places more than 750 Thai baht, which is not enough for long distances. And that's why these days, if you go to Suvarnabhumi airport, you might find that these long distance taxis, especially the big ones, are not available a lot. Also, the same issue with the private car owners. If you are going to travel long distances, then you cannot refuel your car more than 500 Thai baht unless you are going to stop from one station into another in order to make it full. That's the only way. Now, after the prices were up, there are some stations refilling your tank as much as you want, but not all stations, especially outside Bangkok. Now, concerning the prices, as I said, it was up by 6 Thai baht since Wednesday. But I think the prices of the taxi services were up even before that. I lately took a taxi from Dongmong Airport, a Grab service, and the price was clearly higher than the previous rides that I took. Same distance, same time, different price. Another example that matters for tourists was the rise of the ferry prices and buses. As you saw lately, we traveled to Koh Samui, and yes, they were clearly up and adjusted. Now surely, the rise of the fuel prices will not make only the transportation expensive around the world and in Thailand, but also the street vendors, especially the street food vendors, are asking to raise the price of the dishes because they are not making enough profit. So that's another thing these days. If things continues like this, definitely the street food vendors will raise the prices and things will be more expensive, starting from the street and without forgetting the fancy restaurants or the international food places. Alright, now let's go out, update you about the weather and come back. Now, the weather. I will not talk about it a lot, but this is something also you should know it. The weather in Thailand is F hot. F can represent fabulous, fantastic, or something ends with king. You know what I mean? Yes, the weather is super hot in Thailand, especially in Bangkok. Today is almost 38, and if you walk under the sun, is more than 40. So be careful. Definitely, we are heading to the hottest season, soon Songkran, and after that May, which is the super hot season in Thailand. Yeah, definitely talking inside the malls is much better because walking outside will evaporate even your brain in such severe weather conditions. So soon,
去
guys,
ที่อีก14ค่ะ
that's order is ready. So soon, guys, Songkran. And if you are wondering about the dates, the official dates starting from 13 April till 15. And of course, if you are not going to be here,
15ค่ะ
sorry once again.
อ
And
ยู่
if you
ที่
are,
46ค่ะ
yeah, inside the malls is cool, but getting interrupted every 10 seconds is not cool. So the official dates to celebrate Songkran this year is from 13 to 15 April. And if you can't make it on these dates, you can celebrate it in Pattaya starting from 17 till 19 April. Yes, this year 3 days, not only one. Last year was only on 19 April. A lot will happen, as they say, events, celebrations, and much more. No, that's not the question. The dates are confirmed. But how will be Songkran this year? Last year, before Songkran, there was the earthquake, but that was okay. The Songkran was cool. Everyone was back on track, and Songkran was amazing. But this year, we don't know how it will be. The situation of Songkran in Thailand, due to things that are happening around the world, from the wars, fuel prices, and especially canceled flights, closed airports. That's why the government is taking some steps to encourage people to celebrate Songkran, not only tourists but also locals. For example, cash vouchers, discounts for the locals, and also 30% cheaper starting from domestic flights into hotels on the dates of Songkran, so that locals and tourists can celebrate Songkran without thinking about the extra expenses. Hopefully. Alright, now let's talk about the visa rules. As you see lately on the social media, there are lots of news about the visa in Thailand, and some of them are telling you that there are new visa rules. Actually, or frankly speaking, there are no new rules, still the same. The regular basic requirements, accommodation, proof of funds, return tickets, all these things, we have talked about it in lots of vlogs. Of course, the checkups are tighter at the airports. Once you arrive to Thailand, because of the war, they don't want naughty boys to enter Thailand. Some of them are getting refused, not because they don't have the basic requirements to enter Thailand. They have other issues. Definitely you are not one of them. But still, the basic rules, the basic requirements are the same. Nothing new. And yes, visa exemption still 60 days once you arrive to Thailand, and you can extend it 30 days. There are lots of talks. Since once year they are going to take it back to 30 days, but still it's 60 days. So if I say there are new visa rules in Thailand, I think that's not too much accurate. Now, what about tourists in Thailand? Are there tourists? Is it busy? Is it crowded? Frankly speaking, it's a little bit different these days. In the previous week, I was in Hua Hin, Pattaya, Phuket, and lately Samui. Last year, at the same time, it was more busier, much more crowded, more tourists. These days, it's a little bit calmer. Of course, everything I'm mentioning through this vlog is affecting directly the numbers of tourists in Thailand, but all in all, it's not that bad. I mean, for me, it's much better, especially if you are going to visit places like Samui, Krabi, Phuket, the beautiful shores. You have more private places, and definitely roaming around is much more pleasant. Now, surely that doesn't mean that if you are coming to Thailand these days, especially Bangkok, there are no events or action happening. Definitely in Bangkok, wherever you go, in low season, in high season, in good situations, bad situations, things are always active and full of life. And as you can see, there is an event, it's called Biz Beat, full of street food, shopping, and a lot of interesting things are going on. So don't worry, even though we are passing hard situations, but if you can make it to Thailand, especially Bangkok, definitely you are going to have fun. You see what's good about the Thai people, especially the young generation? They don't give a about what's happening, about the weather, about the negative news. They are always enjoying whatever is available, even though there is nothing happening a lot. You see the seats? They are usually full, but now the weather is unbearable outside, so it's totally empty. That's another advantage of the hot weather, finding lots of outdoor spaces to sit alone. Anyway guys, let's be positive. Hopefully everything will be good soon. I'll be updating you from time to time besides my regular travel vlogs. And don't forget, Songkran is coming soon. Be in Thailand, I'm sure you will love it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Subscribe for more from Live Love Thailand.